Did you know that within just 2 weeks of lacking the right nutrients, the muscles in your legs can lose up to 10% of their strength? And in some cases, they may never bounce back to where they were. As a doctor, after spending many years working with thousands of aging patients, I've come to a powerful realization. When your legs weaken, it's not just a sign of aging. It's your body raising a flag, asking you to pay attention. Today, I'll walk you through 3 specific types of vitamins that, when combined properly, have helped many of my patients regain strength in their legs within a matter of days, even those who once thought they had passed the point of no return. You'll discover which nutrients help your muscles and nerves work more efficiently, how to take them easily each day without breaking the bank, and some common habits that quietly drain leg strength in older adults, without them ever realizing it. If you believe that staying strong and mobile in your later years should be a choice, not a gamble, then hit the subscribe button and leave a comment saying, "I'm ready to feel strong again." That way, I'll know you're walking this journey with me. Let's start with the story of Margaret, a 77-year-old woman who used to fear stepping off her front porch, until a few changes brought strength back to her life. Margaret, 77, has always been someone I admired. When she first visited my clinic, she couldn't walk more than a few feet without tightly gripping her daughter's arm for balance. Her knees shook, her steps were hesitant, and her expression? Full of exhaustion and quiet embarrassment. "I just don't understand," she told me, her voice fragile. "I eat pretty well. I try to move around each day, but I'm still losing strength." Her daughter chimed in, visibly worried. "Mom used to be so active. Ever since Dad passed, she hardly leaves the house. Now she needs help just getting from the kitchen to the living room." I've heard this story far too many times. Society tells us this is just aging, that we have to accept the decline. But I don't believe that's true. I looked Margaret in the eye and said, weakness in the legs doesn't just come from getting older. There's a more fundamental reason, and it has to do with your nutrition. When I asked about her eating habits, she mentioned white bread, some cheese, occasional soup, hardly any vegetables, no dairy, and often she skipped breakfast altogether. I reassured her, "You're not alone. Almost half of all older adults are missing at least one of 3 critical nutrients for healthy muscles and nerves. The longer those gaps remain, the harder it becomes for the body to rebuild what's lost." She looked down and quietly asked, "Is it too late for me?" "No," I told her gently. "It's not. We'll start with small, steady changes." A few weeks later, Margaret returned for her follow-up. This time, she walked into the room without needing anyone's help. The change was undeniable, in her steps, in her posture, and in her eyes. "I never thought small changes could make me feel so different," she said, smiling. "I feel like me again." Her transformation isn't a miracle. It's what happens when the body finally receives what it's been quietly asking for. Maybe you or someone close to you is feeling the same struggle, a slow loss of strength in the legs, a creeping fear of falling, or the sense that something just isn't right anymore. But here's the truth. There is something you can do. In the next part, I'll walk you through the 3 most overlooked vitamins that older adults commonly lack, and why they hold the key to getting your strength back. 4 silent signs your legs are starving for support. Have you ever gotten out of bed, placed your feet on the floor, and felt uncertain, like your legs aren't quite ready to support you? You're not alone. Research shows that nearly 60% of adults over 65 are low in at least one of the 3 critical nutrients I'm about to reveal. And when this goes unnoticed, it doesn't just weaken muscles. It can lead to balance issues, chronic fatigue, even injuries that take far too long to heal. Let's slow down for a moment. Take a deep breath and ask yourself the following questions. If you answer yes to more than one, your body may be quietly warning you that it needs help. Sign number 1, unsteady legs and sudden weakness Do your legs wobble when you rise from a chair? Do your calves tremble even when you're only walking a short distance? Do you sometimes grip a wall or chair just to stay upright? One of my patients once told me, "Doctor, I just want to get a glass of water, but it feels like my legs belong to someone else." This isn't simply about age. When your muscles don't get enough B12 and vitamin D, the nerves that coordinate movement start to malfunction. Even if you eat 3 full meals daily, that weakness will persist until the underlying deficiency is corrected. Sign number 2. Numbness or tingling in the lower limbs. Do your feet sometimes feel like they're crawling with invisible ants? Or go numb from the calf down, especially after sitting? Do you ever feel heat or burning in your legs, but they're not actually warm to the touch? These sensations are classic signs of a lack of B-complex vitamins, particularly vitamin B12. Here's why. Your nerves are covered in a protective sheath called myelin. Think of it like insulation around electrical wires. Without B12, that sheath wears down, the nerve signals slow, and your legs suffer. Sign number 3. Nighttime muscle cramps. Have you ever been jolted awake in the middle of the night by a painful cramp that makes you leap out of bed? Do your legs feel sore for hours afterward? This is a red flag for low magnesium, and vitamin D. Magnesium helps your muscles contract and release in a smooth rhythm. Vitamin D helps you absorb calcium, which also plays a role in muscle function. When these nutrients are out of balance, your muscles react with painful spasms, often when you're trying to rest. Sign number 4. Ongoing fatigue and avoiding movement. Do you feel drained after just a few steps? Did you once enjoy gardening or walking through a market, but now even the thought makes you want to sit down? This isn't laziness or depression. It's biological. When your muscles don't get the fuel they need, even small movements can feel like climbing a mountain. A lack of vitamin D in particular saps energy and affects joints and stamina. What now? If more than one of these symptoms sounds familiar, don't panic. But don't ignore it either. These signs are your body whispering, "Please help me." It's not something to feel ashamed of, but it is something to respond to. Because the sooner you begin making changes, the faster your muscles, nerves, and bones can bounce back. In the next section, we'll dive into why these 3 vitamins are vital, how they work together like a team, and why so many older adults are running on empty without realizing it. The vital trio. Why these 3 nutrients control your strength after 60. There's something important I want you to truly understand. Muscle weakness is not a life sentence that comes just because of age. Yes, the years bring changes. But that slow loss of power in your legs, the trembles, the cramps, the stumbles, it's often your body sending a distress signal. A signal that your muscles and nerves are no longer getting what they need. Let's imagine your legs as a team of soldiers. They're on duty every day, keeping you steady, helping you walk, stand, rise from a chair, climb stairs, reach the sink. And those soldiers depend on 3 critical commanders to keep order: vitamin B12, vitamin D, magnesium. Let's meet each of them and understand what happens when they go missing. Vitamin B12. The nerve protector. I always tell my patients to think of B12 like the insulation around a wire. It wraps your nerves and keeps the messages from your brain flowing smoothly to your muscles. When we're younger, this insulation is thick and efficient. But with age, especially after 60, that protective coating wears thin. Without enough B12, signals slow down, nerves become damaged, muscles lose coordination and strength. That's why someone can eat 3 full meals and still feel their legs giving out. It's not about the calories. It's about the communication between the brain and the body falling apart. Vitamin D. The bone and muscle stabilizer. Vitamin D is more than just the sunshine vitamin. It's the key that helps your body absorb calcium, and without it, your bones weaken and your muscles can't contract properly. When we're children, Just a few minutes in the sun gives us all the vitamin D we need. But as we age, our skin produces less of it and our lifestyle shifts indoors. A deficiency in vitamin D can lead to fragile bones, low energy, increased risk of falls, and slower muscle recovery after movement. I've seen countless patients assume they're just getting old, when in reality, their legs were simply starving for this essential nutrient. Magnesium. The quiet muscle coordinator magnesium is like the rhythm keeper in your body. It helps your muscles know when to flex and when to relax, especially important during sleep. When magnesium runs low, cramps appear suddenly at night, muscles feel stiff, sleep gets disrupted, and your heart rhythm may even suffer. What's worse, magnesium deficiency often flies under the radar. It hides behind symptoms that people chalk up to age or stress. So, why are you missing all three? This is the question I hear most. Doctor, I eat normal meals. Why am I still lacking these vitamins? The truth is, aging changes everything about digestion. After 60, your stomach produces less acid, which means it absorbs B12 poorly. Your intestines slow down, reducing nutrient uptake, and many common medications, antacids, diuretics, diabetes pills, deplete these vitamins quietly over time. Worst of all, the deficiencies can overlap. If you're low in all three, B12, D, and magnesium, your body enters a cycle. Nerves weaken, muscles shrink, bones become brittle. You fall more often, and fear of falling leads to even less movement, which accelerates the decline. But here's the best part. The body is incredibly resilient, even in your 70s, 80s, and 90s. Once you begin supplying the right nutrients, things change. Your brain's messages travel faster, your muscles regain their energy, and you begin to move more freely without fear, hesitation, or pain. In the next part, I'll show you how to get all three of these nutrients right from your kitchen. No pills, no big expenses. Your step-by-step plan to rebuild strength from the inside out. You might be thinking right now, this sounds important, but I don't even know where to start. Don't worry. I'm here to make it simple. You don't need fancy pills or complex routines, just 3 steps, done steadily, using everyday foods you can find in nearly any kitchen. Let's build your leg strength plan using real meals, gentle sunlight, and smart timing. Step 1. Restore B12 with simple protein. Vitamin B12 protects your nerves, helps them send signals quickly, and keeps your muscles steady. But here's the problem. After 60, your stomach produces less acid, and that makes it harder to absorb B12, even if you eat regularly. That's why many older adults, without even knowing it, slowly run low on this critical nutrient. How to fix it? Start your day with a boiled egg or a small serving of cooked chicken. Add in some leafy greens like spinach or mustard greens when possible. If you avoid meat, plain yogurt is a gentle and effective B12 source. You don't need large portions, just consistency. In a few weeks, your nerves will begin to carry signals more efficiently, and your legs may feel stronger and more responsive. Step 2. Rebuild vitamin D through gentle sunlight and foods. Vitamin D is like a key that keeps both bones and muscles strong. But as we age, we make less of it, and spending too much time indoors means we miss our natural source, the sun. What you can do, spend 15 minutes each morning in soft sunlight. Arms and face exposed is enough. Include fatty fish like salmon or sardines twice a week. If you don't eat fish, try fortified milk. A little goes a long way. Just a short daily sun session and a couple meals each week can dramatically improve your vitamin D levels, which means better balance, energy, and leg strength. Step 3. Soothe muscles with magnesium-rich foods. Magnesium is often forgotten, but it plays a huge role in keeping your muscles calm and cramp-free, especially during the night. If you've ever had a painful leg cramp that woke you from sleep, there's a good chance magnesium deficiency is the culprit. Here's how to help. Eat a handful of pumpkin seeds or a few almonds each day. Add leafy greens like Swiss chard or kale to your dinner. Try eating half a banana before bed to support smooth muscle relaxation. And here's one more crucial tip. Timing matters more than you think. Many people eat the right foods, but at the wrong times. Here's a better routine. Eat protein early in the day. Your muscles need it to stay energized. Save magnesium-rich foods like seeds and greens for afternoon or evening. This helps reduce nighttime cramps. Avoid cooking eggs or vegetables on high heat, which can destroy many of their nutrients. I've seen dozens of patients, just like you, regain energy and confidence by following these small steps consistently. No expensive vitamins required. And if your legs feel weaker today than they did last month, don't panic. That doesn't mean it's too late. It just means your body is waiting for the right support to rebuild. The 5 golden habits for stronger legs and a stronger life. By now, you might be wondering, do these simple steps really work? It's a fair question. I've spent more than 60 years in medical practice, meeting thousands of older adults, each with their own fears, limitations, and dreams. And I've seen transformations that began not with pills, surgeries, or big changes, but with a few consistent daily habits. Let me share one such story. The story of Leonard. From cramping to confidence, Leonard was 83, a retired mechanic with decades of hard work behind him. When he came to see me, he could barely sleep through the night. Crippling cramps struck his legs almost every evening. He told me, "Doctor, I thought a wheelchair was next. I didn't want to be a burden to my children." But when I explained that his body wasn't broken, just depleted, something changed. He agreed to try a basic routine: 10 minutes of gentle morning sunlight, a serving of salmon or eggs at lunch, half a banana before bed, and some almonds and leafy greens added to dinner. The first week, not much changed. But by week 3, Leonard came back with a smile. "No cramps last night, Doc." By 2 months, he was walking without a cane. No magic. Just steady nutrition, daily movement, and the belief that his body could still improve. You're no different than Leonard or Margaret or any of the hundreds of patients I've seen regain their strength. Whether you're 70, 80, or 90, your legs haven't given up on you. They're just waiting for the right support. So let's break this down into 5 golden principles, small habits that make a massive difference. Golden principle number 1. Never skip breakfast. A protein-rich. Breakfast gives your muscles the fuel they need to stay active all day. Even a boiled egg or cup of yogurt can provide valuable B12 and energy to start your morning strong. When you skip breakfast, your muscles go hungry, and that leads to gradual weakness over time. Golden principle number 2. Get morning sunlight. Just 10 minutes of soft sunlight before 9 a.m. helps your body naturally produce vitamin D. This small dose of morning light can keep bones sturdy and muscles responsive without the need for supplements. Golden principle number 3. Add 1 serving of fish or eggs daily. Salmon, sardines, or even a single boiled egg contain powerful combinations of vitamin D and B12. You don't need large portions, just 1 regular serving to keep your stores replenished. Golden principle number 4. Eat seeds and greens for magnesium. Snack on pumpkin seeds or almonds in the afternoon. Add spinach or kale to your dinner. These small sources of magnesium help prevent nighttime cramps and promote smooth muscle movement. Golden principle number 5. Start before you think it's too late. Don't wait until you lose your balance or become afraid of stairs. The earlier you support your body, the easier it is to rebuild strength and prevent falls. You don't have to do everything at once. Just pick 1 small step and begin. You're not helpless. You're capable. You may be thinking, "I've lived a long life." Do these little things still matter? Yes, they matter more now than ever. It's not expensive treatments or extreme changes that restore your strength. It's the consistent, daily support you give your body. If all of this feels overwhelming, just remember two simple truths. 1. I'm not helpless. 2. Every day I will do one small thing to help my body. Say those words every morning and night, and you'll begin to feel a quiet strength building inside you. My dear friend, thank you for walking with me through this conversation. Maybe you're sitting at your kitchen table or resting in your favorite chair. Maybe you feel uncertain, and that's okay. Doubt is human. But I hope that somewhere inside you feel a little spark of hope. Because your legs, your body, your spirit, none of them have given up. They've just been waiting for you to believe again. Tomorrow morning, start with a full breakfast. Step outside into the soft sunlight and say to yourself, I'm doing this because I deserve to feel strong, steady, and independent. If this message has helped you, I'd love for you to click subscribe so I can keep sharing stories and tips every day. Leave a comment to tell me what you're struggling with and what you're ready to change. I read every message because I believe no one should walk this path alone. And if someone you love, a parent, a sibling, a friend, is losing confidence in their legs, please share this video with them. Sometimes, one small piece of knowledge can change an entire chapter of life. No matter your age, it's never too late to support your body and reclaim your strength. Stay well, and may your every step tomorrow be just a little steadier than today.